Now that we've got your attention, let the game begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. That's just great! Megabytes, terabytes, downbytes, gigabytes. First game up, distraction news.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news and then ask you 5 questions about what we've just reported. So make sure you're not distracted. Now, for our top story today, how bees make honey. The female worker bee flies from the hive to a flower. When she arrives, she climbs in and using her hollow straw-like tongue, she drinks nectar, a sweet sugary juice in the flower. The nectar enters the bee's crop or honey stomach, a sac separate from her real stomach, where she mixes it with important proteins called enzymes, which keep the nectar fresh. When she is fully loaded with nectar, she returns to the hive where she pours out, or regurgitates, the enzyme-rich nectar into a small wax cell. We call these wax cells the honeycomb. Because the hives are warm, a constant 95 degrees Fahrenheit, the water heats up in the nectar and evaporates. What we're left with is sweet honey. Ah! Hey, buzz off! Okay, now let's see how well you were able to remember the facts. And be sure to count how many you got right. Where does the worker bee get the nectar? From a flower, the fridge, or rotten fruit? The answer is a flower. How does the bee drink the nectar? She savors it slowly, through her hollow straw-like tongue, or through her stinger. The answer is through her hollow straw-like tongue. In the honey stomach, the nectar is mixed with proteins called bee juice, honey mix, or enzymes. The answer is enzymes. When the bee is full, she regurgitates it where? On her shoes, the flower, or the cells of the honeycomb? The correct answer is the cells of the honeycomb. And finally, what evaporates leaving just the honey behind? Beeswax, pollen, or water? The answer is water. So, how did you do? Honey was a pretty sticky topic, eh? Okay, so I'm a cardboard anchor and not a cardboard comedian, so sue me. Well, that's all the time we have for today. But remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Professor Rocket, And it's time to put your calculation cap on and play Psycho Math. Whoa, yeah! I know, I'm insane in the membrane. Okay, here's how Psycho Math works. I'm gonna show you equations, but I'll be using pictures and things, and you got to figure out what they stand for. Then you just have to do the math. And let's start with the number of years in a millennium. Then add it to the number of legs on a flamingo. Now you divide it by the number of states that don't touch any other states. You got the answer? Okay, you take the 1,000 years in a millennium plus the 2 legs on a flamingo. And then divide it by the 2 states, Hawaii and Alaska, that don't touch any other states. And the answer is 501. That's 501. That's one mighty fine number. Hang on, because another one is coming at you. How many horns does a rhinoceros have? Plus the number that Independence Day falls on. Then take away the number of senses that humans have. Of course, I am not counting ESP. Now, what does it equal? Okay, the rhinoceros only has 1 horn. Plus 4 is the number of the 4th of July. Minus the 5 senses, see, smell, taste, touch, hear, equals 0. That's zero. That number has no magnitude or quantity, but I love it anyway. Okay, one more, because Prop Rocket's only one man. How many days are in 2 weeks? Then subtract the number of horns a Triceratops has, minus the number of holes in a standard bowling ball. Now, I know you can do it. Your time's up. There are 14 days in 2 weeks, minus 3 horns on a Triceratops, minus 3 holes in a bowling ball, equals 8. You got it. 8. You are great. You get it right? I know you did. Okay, that's it. I'm done with you. Professor Rocket is exhausted and has had his head exploded all night long. But that doesn't mean I won't be back, because I love Psycho Math. Professor Rocket's out of here.
More stuff. Work. Game time in 10 seconds. Next game up. Mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today we're interviewing the Over the Hill gang. Seems 3 of them roughed up some weightlifters at Muscle Beach yesterday. Remember, only one of these mugs is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. First up, Mildred Postley.
Verity, dear, I was nowhere near Muscle Beach yesterday. I only got back from a bingo tournament in Hawaii this morning. Hawaii, you know, the 50th state.
What do you think? Is Hawaii the 50th state? Let's move on to Irv Goldberg. Let's just hope his alibi is better than his health.
Verity, these accusations are no good for an old man's heart. I could tell you that, young lady. And another thing, I was with my son at his jewelry business yesterday. He had me sorting the sapphires from the amethysts and the quagmires.
What do you think? Are sapphires, amethysts, and quagmires all jewels? Now it's Rupert Brindle's turn to spill.
Weightlifters. Phooey. Me and my old lady were at a motorcycle convention in Brazil. Funny thing about Brazil, everybody speaks Spanish there.
Ay caramba! Does everyone in Brazil speak Spanish? Finally, there's Sergio Corleone, aka the Dapper Don.
Come closer, Verity. Closer. Now you listen to me, and you listen good. I don't know nothing about no weightlifters. I took my granddaughter to the aquarium. We saw this cute baby dolphin hatch out of its shell.
Corleone looks more like a godfather than a grandfather. But what do you think? Does a dolphin really hatch out of a shell? Well, just like I figured, each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
He had me sorting the sapphires from the amethysts and the quagmires.
He should have been sorting fact from fiction. A quagmire isn't some kind of gem. It's just a fancy name for swampy land.
Funny thing about Brazil, everybody speaks Spanish.
Funny thing about prison, everybody wants out. Brindle's gonna learn that, 'cause Brazilians speak Portuguese, not Spanish.
We saw this cute baby dolphin hatch out of its shell.
Shell? I think cell's more like it, at least for this guy. Dolphins aren't hatched from eggs. They're mammals, just like you and me.
Hawaii. You know, the 50th state.
Bingo! Mildred's right. Hawaii is the 50th of the United States. But if she ever did get into a scuffle with some weightlifters, my money's on Mildred.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Phoenix. Game time in 10 seconds. Think. Tank.
Ahoy, me land jamming friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his soul.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you 3 things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his crews go down the drain.
Like I said, we got 3 things. We got a safe, a smile, and an egg. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level's dropping. A safe, a smile, and an egg. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things be cracking, man. A thief cracks the safe. Happy people be cracking smiles. And don't be dropping that egg or it be cracking for sure. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these 3 got in common.
What's this now? We got a telephone, a highway, and an actor. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard, the water's already running away. You got a telephone, a highway, and an actor. Hurry! That drain big luggin'. Time's up, man. They're all things with lines. A telephone got a line connecting to your wall. A highway got lines down the middle. And an actor got lines to say. Though you always be wanting more. Well, that's it for today. Join me and me take next time for another round.
We have Captain Bob. Now he's jamming in his song.
Good boy. Right, left. Okay, let's go. Hold it.
There you are.
Greetings. Game time. Captain Bones.
Ahoy, matey. Shiver me timbers. Yo ho ho. Look alive, ye lollygaggers. I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the seven seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Let me show you what I mean. What's the matter? Can't handle a little math puzzle? Now, you know that 1 and 1 don't come to 3. But can you fix her up so she makes sense? Just by moving one of me bones? And there she is. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You see? There weren't nothing to it. You eyelash-fluttering southern belles. Got the idea? Good, 'cause you're to plunder the next puzzle without me help. First, let me shovel up me bones. Now, don't be telling me that 5 plus 9 equals but 11, or I'll make you walk the plank, you hand cream using beauty school dropouts. Can you fix me bones so they make sense? Remember, you're to move only one of them, just like I showed you not a moment ago. All right, here's a clue for ye. Me bone you're to move has but a short ways to go. Only one number needs to change. What happens when you turn a 9 upside down, eh? Eh? Arr, enough! I'm bored to death. The answer is 5 plus 6 equals 11. You babysitter needing mollycoddle nurslings. I suppose I'll be needing to show you a second time. Arr! Next time, we don't have to do a puzzle, you know. Instead, I could take you to an ice show, or teach you to make pretty bows out of those ribbons in your hair, you pack of giggling schoolgirls. Arr!
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Greetings. Radio Scramble.
Asta pasta, my fellow freakaramas. This is your Radio Scramble head hoo-ha, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. Or as we say here, Jumpin' Johnny Bumjet. That's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we change them and you rearrange them. In other words, my name is really Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. And that's how it works. Funky sounds and fractured words that you have to unscramble with the letters we'll be sliding out at you. Let's kick this hip-hoppin' party off with the Poochie Scoochies and their new smash hit, Kensich.
My middle name is Coward, but my friends all call me Scared. I'm afraid of my own shadow, and I never took a dare, because I'm a Kensich. I'm a Kensich. Cartoons will make me cry. I'm a big fat Kensich. Bake, boil, steam, or fry.
Yo, mama, that Kensich is fly. That was the Poochie Scoochies giving us the bird with their #1 hit, Chicken. And now it's time for another
Commercial spot. If your home is looking drab, the way to lose your frown is take a look in your phone book and call on Sultan's Dwownies. Sultan's Dwownies install quick and they got lots of class, and they never need a cleaning cause they got no glass.
If your Dwownies are cracked or just plain dirty, it may be the time to check out the Dwownies at Sultan's. Sultan's Dwownies can open and shut, and you can not only see outside, but if you're outside, you can see inside. But then again, isn't that what windows are for? Cool. And now it's time for
April showers weather. Thanks, Johnny. Today's forecast calls for early morning snowfall and incoming Nessie Nush in the afternoon. The sudden burst of Nessie Nush has caught many snow skiers off guard, turning them into instant water skiers. The Nessie Nush is expected to push temperatures high enough to make all you tan fans happy. So Mr. and Mrs. Nessie Nush Seeker, put on those dark glasses, take off those skis, and enjoy our intermittent sunshine. This is April Showers saying, what would we do without weather? I'll give you the answer tomorrow. Thanks, April.
Thanks, April. Well, before they find I'm in here and throw me out, this is Sayonara from Jumpin' Johnny Bumgel. That's Jumbo. Dig it.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
We got a safe, a smile, and an egg. They're all things be crackin', man. A thief cracks the safe. Happy people be cracking smiles, and don't be dropping that egg or it be cracking for sure.
Hawaii. You know, the 50th state.
Bingo. Mildred's right. Hawaii is the 50th of the United States.
Your time's up. There are 14 days and 2 weeks. Minus 3 horns on a triceratops. Minus 3 holes in a bowling ball. Equals 8. You got it. 8.
The female worker bee flies from the hive to a flower. When she arrives, she climbs in and using her hollow straw-like tongue, she drinks nectar, a sweet sugary juice in the flower.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.